Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. This is Tony Herrera again, once again speaking on blockchain, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and NFTs. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about El Salvador and the fact that El Salvador has now accepted Bitcoin as legal tender. And it's actually gone further and mandated that merchants accept Bitcoin as a form of payment. And the interesting thing here would be what impact it'll have on remittances. Not only what impact will it have in terms of adoption within the country. It's actually, I believe, one of the first countries to mandate that Bitcoin be legal tender. For most of the economy in El Salvador, they actually use the US dollar. It's been dollarized since I believe 2001. So they went from using colones to the dollar, and that's been the monetary exchange unit since 2001. So now they've introduced the Bitcoin and Bitcoin as a form of payment, and they've also indicated that they will be developing some geothermal facilities that will facilitate Bitcoin mining within the country. There is already a bit of a Bitcoin presence in El Salvador. There is an initiative by Jack Mahler and Bitcoin Lightning Network for the transfer of Bitcoin as a form of payment to the country. And so one of the biggest impacts that we want to look into is what impact it will have not only on the economy in terms of this cryptocurrency and Bitcoin as a form of payment, but also what it could potentially do for remittances. That's one of the low-hanging fruit, if you will, use cases, in the sense that El Salvador, which is a country of about 6.5 million inhabitants, has a large segment of its community that also lives particularly in the United States, has migrated to the United States, and it relies heavily, according to statistics, about 20% of its GDP is in the form of remittances. So the country relies heavily on remittances for stabilizing its economy. And so the interesting thing here will be how Bitcoin can be used to receive remittances by individuals residing in El Salvador, but receiving remittances from loved ones in the United States particularly. Now, for the first time, you will have a ecosystem, if you will, where somebody can basically, from the United States, send a remittance to a loved one in El Salvador and have them receive the Bitcoin and also spend the Bitcoin. So one of the biggest hurdles to Bitcoin adoption or using Bitcoin in other countries has always been how to transfer the Bitcoin into the local currency. And with the initiative that El Salvador has, which is that it's going to require merchants and businesses to accept Bitcoin as a form of payment, it sort of eliminates that process, right? So in other words, you can receive the Bitcoin and pay your business, your local business and your local merchant in Bitcoin. So that will be an interesting aspect that we'll see how it plays out. And it's going to be interesting. We're going to bring onto the channel some individuals who reside in the United States, particularly here in Southern California, that are expatriates from El Salvador who are living in the United States and regularly send remittances. So we'll talk to them and see how that plays out, right? How easy it is for them to send remittances in terms of sending remittances in Bitcoin, and then also how easily or how difficult it will be for the local residents of El Salvador to use Bitcoin as a form of payment. So we'll bring that to you in the channel. And so we're excited. We're very bullish on the aspect of El Salvador accepting Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency as a form of payment. But I'm very bullish on the idea of individuals being able to send remittances in a permissionless manner by just having a cryptocurrency wallet, in this case a Bitcoin wallet that allows them to send remittances to a loved one in El Salvador in a permissionless manner, right? They don't need to go through a remittance money sending company like Western Union or MoneyGram, because now they could basically send those remittances directly from their cryptocurrency wallet directly to a loved one or anybody in El Salvador that they want to send Bitcoin to. So we're encouraged by the news, and we're hopeful that it could provide a big solution for any individuals who receive remittances on a regular basis in El Salvador, particularly from the United States. So we'd like to bring you some of those updates here soon, but for today we just wanted to cover that. We're bullish on the whole announcement. We'll see how well it gets rolled in terms of the ecosystem, and how many merchants are going to be readily available, are willing to accept Bitcoin as a form of payment, and how that plays out. So hopefully we can get you some first case news on that usage, those usage cases, and we hope to bring you that soon. So for today, thank you for accompanying us, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you once again.